When I'm in Tokyo, I love to go to the garment district, and I thought it would be fun to take you with me today. The Tokyo garment district is in Nippori, and they call it Sen-i Gai. Sen-i means fiber, and Gai can also be translated as town, so it's town of fibers. It's a street with many fabric stores, with many fabric stores. So hello from my hotel room in Tokyo. Why am I in Tokyo? You know, when you read my community posts, which actually not a lot of people do here on YouTube, or when you're on my Instagram, you know that I'm taking lessons to dress Juni Hidoe. I always have to come to Tokyo to take those lessons because where I live, in Kumamoto, I'm not even sure if they even have lessons like that somewhere in Kyushu, the island Kumamoto is actually on. And I have to come to Tokyo to actually take lessons. When I'm in Tokyo, I love to go to the garment district, and I thought it would be fun to take you with me today. The Tokyo garment district is in Nippori, and they call it Sen-i Gai. Sen-i means fiber, and Gai can also be translated as town, so it's town of fibers. But when you go on their homepage, you will also find names like Nuno no Michi, which means road of fabrics. It's basically a garment district. It's a street with many fabric stores, with many fabric stores. Yes, there are fabric stores in Kumamoto, but to be honest, I really order a lot of stuff online because I very often look for super rare fabrics that you can't easily get. And the good thing in Nippori is that they have all those fabrics at one place. So I love going there and basically just touch different fabrics, and I'm taking pictures in case I ever want to order it online. So last time when I've been here there were a few fabrics I really liked, and I want to revisit them just in order to make sure that they are really the fabric I was looking for. And I'm probably also gonna buy some fabric for a project for my mom, because she saw my kapbogi and said she wants an apron for her birthday. So I'm probably looking for fabric for her. And then you remember that hedgehog fabric? There was also the same fabric in white with brown hedgehogs on it, and I think it would make a very nice tabby. They would make really nice tabby. I am hoping they still have that in the store. I didn't find it anywhere online. You have to buy it there. And then you know that I'm working on a big secret project, and I'm still looking for fabric for that. So I'm also gonna check out some fabrics for that. So we'll see. Let's get ready to go out. So this is what I'm taking with me: some bags to put my purchased goods in it. Then my Kimono SOS package I once did a video on. And my notebook that has all the notes in it with measurements I need. And then, because I often want to measure where the pattern actually is placed on different things, a measure that I got from IKEA. Oh, that was the wrong way. And we're, by the way, in the midst of rainy season, and rainy season is still hot, super humid, and it rains. So I'm wearing a kimono that I can actually wash. It's my cotton hidoe I showed you in my hidoe video. I uploaded, I think, I don't know when, a month ago probably, with a hanhoba obi I made myself. I kept the obi super flat. I don't know if I can show you because, as you can tell, there is absolutely no big mirror in this hotel room. That is why I teach all my students how to dress yourself nicely without looking a single look into the mirror, because it's essential to live your kimono life. I am also taking a backpack because that's easier. That is why I kept the obi musubi very flat. And you might find it a tiny bit odd, but I am going to wear my new sneakers. Yes, I bought new sneakers. I only buy sneakers like every 6 to 7 years, so I love them so much. Unfortunately, I look really bad with kimono, I think, but I am still having a tiny condition with my toenail. Wow, I'm white in this lighting. So I can't really wear Sondey. I actually brought a pair, but in my junior Hidoi lesson, the tubby only killed me, so I'm probably not gonna make it a whole day with Sondey today, so I'm wearing sneakers. Oh, and look at that, I found a mirror. I thought I didn't have one.
The next station is Nippori. JY7. The doors on the left side will open.
So I learned something really interesting on the train. Obviously, kame or kameya was a very, very popular name for dogs in the Meiji period because it sounds like come here. Come here. Makes sense. Yeah, Japanese trains are very educative, guys. Wait, kids going home from school. So the fabric I really liked, they didn't have enough of it, and I asked them if they could order it, and they said yes. So they're gonna call me tomorrow, and we'll see. Now I'm heading to Tomato, which is basically the biggest store here. They have a lot of branches here, and the biggest one has like the main store has like 5 floors, everything filled with fabric. So we're gonna see if we find something nice here. It's just too loud, let's move on. So Nagato is one of my favorite stores when it comes to lining, back lining, when you don't want to pay a lot of money for proper kimono lining. They have like mostly every color you need. It's so loud. They have like mostly every color you need and want, and it's not too expensive. So the store I've just been to is really hard to enter because it's so dark, and it was always scary for me. I went there today for the first time because a few people went in, and the guy on the register was just it was so much fun. Can only recommend. Please go in there. Also, they have this little Shiba Inu fabric that I just purchased, just a tiny bit of it because I couldn't resist. And he said it's quite popular fabric, so you should really come and get it here. I'm already 3 hours here. So I think I'm gonna make the last purchases. And then we're heading off to meet Marin, who's one of my dearest Patreons and Kimono students and friends. So let's go. Oh, I want to go to my favorite Notion store too, and then we'll be it. I'm at my favorite Notion store, but they won't let you film inside. So I think I posted them once in my Instagram story when I didn't notice that I filmed. Okay, I have to go across the street because we're re-entering the first store. Heading back to the station. Oh. Heading back to the station, and I bought so much. It's crazy in here. I don't know if I can make a haul tonight in the hotel room. We'll see. By the way, this is also one of my favorite stores. They have curtain stuff, but if you ever plan to make, for example, I don't know, hakama, there's a tiny bit different, like they would wear on stage plays or kabuki and that kind of stuff. Curtain fabrics are really nice. And they have quite a good, how do you call, assortment? Yeah. We're back. It was so hot. I got so grilled under my mask. But still, you have to take a look. This is how you look after a whole day of kimono. And you saw me running around, so yes, you can wear a kimono the whole day, but because I wore a backpack, for example, my collar got a little loose, so I was trying to always put it back into the obi. That's absolutely fine. It's a garment you wear and it moves because it's just wrapped around you, and that's just natural. So anyway, let's get into the stuff that I have purchased. So first of all, I have purchased this hedgehog fabric. Again, in a different color because I want to make tabi out of this, and you know that I usually only wear white tabi. So having this fabric in white is more of my kimono aesthetic, or more my kimono style. But I'm very happy with the kapogi and the R.LUMP.R I have already made out of the same fabric, just in different color. That is this. You saw me falling in love with this Shiba Inu fabric, and they had like tiny scraps of it in the store. I was thinking about probably making like a tiny bag or something where I can put tiny stuff in, and it's so cute. I needed to get it. I also love like the Shiba Inu dango that are on it, and there is one dango with only butts. Oh, this here, it's only Shiba Inu butts. This fabric is just too cute. And in the same store I also bought this fabric, which I liked. I should open it up, but I don't want to until I'm at home. Let's open it up because I really want to see it. This is also just a tiny scrap they have cut out, and it looks such like a random pattern, but it actually has kimonos on it. There's another kimono. Isn't this like so pretty? And again, I thought, just let's make something super small out of it. Nothing to wear, just, I don't know. If I ever have a nice idea, we'll use this. I'm just gonna probably just keep it at home. I purchased something for my mom's apron. And this is a fabric I completely fell in love with, and I thought it's just gonna be extremely cute. It's a embroidered cotton fabric. You could probably even say it's cotton lace because it actually has holes in it. And it is just so pretty. Oh, I love it so much. And it was quite expensive. It was 20 euro a meter, and I bought 1.5. Problem is that hopefully my mother won't watch this video because she will already see the fabric, and I actually want it to be a surprise, but I wanted to show you guys. So, and now to the big bag. I am planning on a few projects for historical kimono dressing, and one of them are lined undergarments, because in history they really wore lined undergarments, like even with padding inside. They had like padded hems for those undergarments. And this is something I really want to tackle. And I have planned to make at least 2 at first, and then we'll see. And I bought this purple fabric. It is unfortunately polyester because I can definitely not buy this in silk, because it is gonna be historical, which means it's gonna be a very long garment. It's not gonna be as short as a kimono today. So it's really hard to make it from a kimono bolt. That's the first thing. So I couldn't just buy a random bolt secondhand for like 10 euro as I usually do. So I thought I'm gonna first try it with some polyester, and when it works fine, I'm probably gonna try it once with silk or something. And the problem is with those, that those undergarments, they need the exact same lining in color, and that's actually a problem, because it can't be the exact same fabric, because it has to be like a plain weave. So I went to the one store where I said I like this store because they have a really good assortment of lining fabrics, because as far as I can tell, in the garment district in Tokyo, they probably have most colors. And it was amazing because they had the exact color, almost exact color, but it's a lining, so that's fine. I totally want to make 2 of them, and I don't know, I wanted a green one too, and I actually looked for a fabric that I liked in a super nice kiwi green, because that's one of my favorite colors. In the store for the lining, they had this more toned down green, which is not as kiwi green as I wanted, but it was like the poppiest I could find. It was also not enough. They actually didn't have enough of it, so we're gonna have to make some tricks here so it will actually be enough. I will probably just cut it in the middle and put a different fabric in between where you basically don't see the lining. So I think it's gonna be fine. Then I went back to the store where I wanted to buy the green one, and it did not look good together. And then I went to a different store and they had this color, which is basically the same. Oh my gosh. I was like, isn't that just so great? It's like destiny, isn't it? It's destiny? Is it destiny? I think it's destiny. Oh, I bought a lot of this fabric, so this will be enough. I'm just so happy that I found like matching colors, because actually the lining freaked me out the most. So yeah, this was cool, but this is a few kilo of fabric and it was also super expensive. The linings probably were, there were 400 yen a meter, and this here was 840 a meter. So it's not the cheapest, but it's also not the most expensive fabrics. And I'm really happy with the colors. There was this one fabric I whispered into the camera, I want this one. And there was not enough on the bolt for what I have planned making out of it. And they said they would actually call the producer and ask if they would weave it in the size I need. And of course I said please do it, because I really wanted that fabric. It's ridiculously expensive, but I think it's gonna be worth it. So yeah, it's actually good to go to the stores and talk to people, because online it would just be sold out. And in the store you can say, hey, do you have this incoming? Or is there something we can do? And then they say, oh yeah, we can call a producer and they will weave it. I don't know if I have enough footage that this vlog is actually nice, but I hope you liked it anyway. And if you want to see more videos like this, please tell me in the comments. I am in Tokyo, I think at least 4 times a year, when it's a normal year. Not during COVID, of course. And yeah, we can do more like this kind of stuff. If you like this video, please leave me a thumb up. And when you want to see me turning at least a few of those fabrics I purchased today into stuff, please feel free to subscribe, and also probably put on the bell button so you can be notified about those videos. And in general, when you just want to learn more from a professional kimono teacher, feel free to subscribe. I would be so happy to have you here. And I talk to you in my next video. Bye!